Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 1st to the 15th, 2022 money and career reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what energy we have to be mindful of during this time, Taurus. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the Hangman. Okay, interesting. So there's almost a sense of feeling trapped by the way that we are seeing things differently. Now, seeing things differently, especially in the way that I communicate with spirit, is never a bad thing at all. But it can make us feel trapped or overwhelmed, or a sense of, I'm not seeing things the same way everybody else is seeing things, so I must be doing something wrong. This is very much denoted around work. I don't see this affecting pay quite as much, but it does affect work. It either affects the way that we want to go into work because nobody's listening to our ideas, or, the people that we're dealing with, everybody thinks so much differently than we do or acts so differently. We can't even have like a change in management that has happened, or a change in like the way that they wanted things to be done, or in the manager, and now we just feel uncomfortable. So just be very mindful about this. And we are seeing things differently. It doesn't mean that it's bad, but it can mean that we're going through a growth period, an adjustment period, where it kind of takes us out of the steadiness that we want to be in, that kind of practical, down-to-earth steadiness that we want. And it puts us into a place where we're like, can I even move forward here the way that I want to? So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay. So we are crowned with the Queen of Lightning, the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Six of Wands, the Queen, and the Emperor, which is Aries energy. So if you are born on the cusp with Aries, if you have strong Aries in your chart, that's coming through very, very powerfully. That's why we don't want to be seeing things differently than everybody else. We want things to be very organized, very aligned, and very much moving forward in a succinct, logical way. So just be mindful about this, that our logic, our down-to-earthness can kind of be hindering things during this time for us, because we're not going to be kind of listening to the insights that we are getting. So just be aware of this. With the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, our emotions really do run high during this time. We have tremendous knowledge and tremendous emotional insight, which we can, again, easily just kind of poo-poo, because we're not going to see it as logical, as practical, as down to earth, as it should be. So just be aware of that. Even though we have logic in the mind here with the Queen of Swords, we're going to want it to be hard facts, spreadsheets type of knowledge coming forward. Like, give me a good map of how to do things, give me a good diagram, and that's fantastic. But something different than that, that's not what I'm really going to want during this time. So that's the energy that we're dealing with right here. Now, with the Seven of Wands, there is a feeling that I have to fight, and I have to fight to be heard at work, and it's taking an emotional toll on us. So just be very aware of that, that there's this fighting is going to be coming to an end because of the insights that you have been able to bring and the understanding that you have. There is a sense here of you kind of writing a new rule book or having new insights that guide you forward in a way that is really quite, it's going to have people who were doubting you before, naysayers, they're really going to start to be quiet during this time, because there's a sense of like, oh, they do know what they're talking about, you know, like you do know what you're saying here, and somebody that you've been having a bit of difficulty with and who's been rather caustic, you know, rather abrasive emotionally at work, is going to really hush up. And that's going to be a very good thing for you. You play well within the rules, and that is also a place where you shine. But you also are going to see that you want things to be a little bit different. You want things to kind of, you want to break out of a mold that is around you during this time. So with the Queen of Lightning, there is this sense here that I'm embracing my words, I'm saying the truth, I'm looking at things, I'm not sugarcoating anything, and I'm just moving forward in the way that it needs to be done. And there's such a strong sense of, I will say it exactly how I see it, that people can kind of be apprehensive about it, because they'll be like, oh, you know, do I really want to mess with you? You know, there's also that type of energy coming forward. There's also a sense that we're done with people telling us and saying, oh, well, you know, this is the truth, or this is it, when we've been seeing things quite differently. And so we're really going to be looking at things and saying, no, this is exactly what I'm seeing, what I want, and the place that I need to be for me. Now, what's interesting here is that we're putting that all together and we're kind of mixing it all in, because with the Seven of Potions, there is this the sense of, I'm mixing it all together, I'm seeing how it's all going to turn out. But with the Seven of Wands in the minor arcana in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, there's a sense of, I'm protecting myself, right? And that's also what we're doing here. We're mixing together what we need to see and everything that's been going on. And it's kind of like ruminate on things. Look at things from different angles. Don't just take it one way. Because we're going to be finding that by looking at things in a more open sense, looking at things through a more honest sense for ourselves, the door really does start to open. And we're like, oh, I don't have to be fighting this, or, oh, you know, this isn't even a battle I want to be having. And I can move forward like this. And by like this, Spirit is saying, by having the upper hand, by having a lot of the knowledge that somebody else is going to be wanting, you know, by really seeing where it is that you want to be for you. Because we have here the Hierophant, and this is us. This is the essence of us within the tarot, within our own energy. And so here with the Hierophant, it is saying, I am embracing me. I'm seeing where I need to be. I'm seeing what I desire for me. And I am moving forward in that knowledge and in that understanding. You play well with others. So there can be somebody who's trying to make you feel like you don't listen to this person, because it's absolute nonsense. You play well with others. You know what it is that you want. You're looking at the bigger picture, and you're seeing, you know, the greater understanding of how to move forward towards you and to where you need to be. And that's just it. There's also a sense of the rules being on your side, even though somebody's going to make you feel like they're not. With the Emperor, there is also a sense here of being prepared on all different angles for what you want and where you're headed. Okay? Aries in the zodiac is the god of war. And also here, I mean, this is the Hocus Pocus deck, right? And I believe this is the mother and father, right? In the Hocus Pocus, movie. And I'm not entirely sure of that because it's been a while since I've watched it. But there is a sense here that I am coming together with my power, like with my sense of my determination and my focus and what I want. And I am looking at what I love. And that's going to put things into alignment for me and to see where it is that I need to be and what it is that I desire for myself. And then all of a sudden, the game is changing because by embracing my warrior spirit and by embracing my own passion, my own, emotions and desires, and not, saying to my heart, oh, be quiet, you're not worth anything here, but saying, no, you definitely are, and I'm listening to you. All of a sudden, the clarity comes in, and all of a sudden, we're respecting ourselves more to move ourselves forward in the place that we want to be. And there's just a real sense of, I'm not taking the nonsense. There can be somebody who has been trying to tell us, oh, this is the truth, or this is the way it's supposed to be, or this is the way, we've wanted it to be. And Spirit is really telling you, no, this person is lying, or no, this person is, trying to make themselves look better, because I've come through this fire and I've come out with more knowledge and more truth than they have, and I will speak the words that need to be spoken. We're not saying here to get into fights with anybody or to, do anything like that or jeopardize your job. But what Spirit is saying here is that you're taking together everything that you have learned, and it's almost making you untouchable. It's almost making it as if, you hold a lot of the cards now. And that's going to be a very powerful thing. Now, your subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Wheel of Fortune, is the fact that things are changing. And you're not really going to want things to change quite as quickly as they are. So just be aware of this, and just be aware that you might have to kind of traverse things a little bit differently than you have before. It's kind of like somebody else comes into play, or somebody else is, now you're on somebody else's radar, and it's like, oh, okay, this is the way it needs to be. It's like, okay, things have changed, and now I see the new game that is being played. It moves us then to, and this has to do with work. This definitely has to do with work. I don't see this affecting your money as much as this is like all power dynamics within your work and within you moving forward in your career and where it is that you want to be. Whether you're looking for a promotion or you're looking to work at, I'm just also seeing like a new hospital coming forward, or you're, kind of setting out feelers to start your own business, or whatever it is that you're looking to do. This gives you power, and this gives you the upper hand. Right? And things are definitely changing. You're apprehensive about that change, and when the change starts to come in, you're going to want to put on the brakes and say, oh no, I didn't want this. You do want it. You do want the change, even though you're afraid of it. The subconscious tarot message is the world. The world is opening up for you. Now, it doesn't mean that it has to be that you're jet setting here and there and always going everywhere. What it means is that the corner of the world that you want, what it is that you want from your life, is opening up, and it's changing the game. And that is profoundly beautiful. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Now let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus, and may blessings and prosperity and bounty always be with you.